YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I have to ask this question: is Glimpse overpowered? I mean, is she too much? Is she pushing the envelope too far? Or is she just completely innovative? Or not innovative at all? Or what is she? I guess is the question that will be formed, and I think we will be able to answer that throughout the length of this video. So if you end up enjoying it, do me the biggest favor, slap that like button, sub to the channel for more real company and overall gaming content to come in the near future. Let's go ahead and let's dive into this thing, shall we? Now, Glimpse has been out now for almost 2 weeks, so people have had ample time to learn her kit, learn how to utilize her in Strikeout and Demolition and Battle Zone and all these different game modes, okay? And that's the reason why I wanted to wait a little while before making this video, because I wanted to get a feel with her. I didn't want to just play 1 or 2 games with her. I wanted to play several games with her, several days, so on and so forth, right? So I got a pretty good feel for her. So I think what I'm going to do to make this video flow without me going on too much of a tangent and not making any sense at all is I'm gonna just kind of list some pros and list some cons and then kind of go ahead and bring the video together in the end. So let's go ahead and let's start with her pros. Let's talk about the first pro I have listed. It's her invisibility ability. Gosh, that's gonna be a tongue twister, bear with me. It can break line of sight, all right? For example, if you're losing a gunfight, you can easily hit a corner, pop her invisibility ability, and stay still to throw off a pursuer, right? A good player probably will be able to catch on and you will get clapped as a result, but it can still buy you the time you need for reinforcements to come, for you to reload, heal, or anything of that nature. Now, we all know in games like Rogue Company, every single second counts. It doesn't matter if you are playing super sweaty and playing super slow and tactical in a game mode like Demolition, or if you are flying going crazy in 6v6 TDM or Strikeout. You know what I'm saying? Every single second counts. You might need that second for your health regen to kick back up. You might need that second to finish reloading. You might need that second to wait till your homeboys or homegirls pull up and clap cheeks with you. You know what I'm saying? Every single second counts. So her invisibility can buy you that second if you're playing against a good player. And yeah, it can get you out of some funky situations. Piggybacking off of that, her invisibility is multi-purposeful. I don't even know if that's a word, but we're going to go ahead and roll with it for the sake of this video, all right? Utilizing it for reviving is like one of my favorite things to do, since an enemy often can't tell that you're reviving, well, unless they hear the audio cue, of course. Even then, they'll be hesitant as to where you're currently located. As I mentioned before, every single second counts in this game, and that 1 to 2 seconds could allow you to pull off the res, or it can help you escape before getting knocked too. I mean, the invisibility ability, man, how many times am I gonna say that in this video? I don't even know. But anywho, the ability itself is so useful on so many fronts, and it gives you the ability, wow, come on, Cray. It gives you the ability to be creative, you know? Allow your creative freedom to just roam, you know what I mean? In that same breath, don't sleep on her passive ability, you know? She literally can see the direction of where enemies are. Now, it doesn't happen super frequently or as frequent as one may think, but it happens enough, right? And this is golden for getting into positions and preparing for what's to come. Like, it gives you the opportunity for a nasty flank, especially if you're pairing it with your invisibility. Again, as I mentioned before, creative freedom, her passive, her tactical ability, man, you combine those two things, go ahead, get you a nice Simtex. Oh my gosh, I mean, the options are limitless. Now, on the other hand, we all know with pros comes cons, all right? So let's go ahead and talk about cons a little bit. The first con that hits me right off the back is moving with her invisibility ability, right? It doesn't really do you much service to move fast whatsoever, you know? If you do move fast, you start to show an aura, and when you do, you are like, yeah, you are very apparent, and you're a sitting duck because you can't attack while you're invisible. You can't throw nades, you can't shoot back. You are just literally a semi-invisible chameleon that is ready to get gunned down. So it has to be utilized with some form of strategy, and it can't be used aimlessly, you know? It can't be used to just go be goofy and run straight at an opponent. They're gonna see you and you will get rocked. In Demolition, you're done for the round, and Strikeout, you just burnt your team alive. Another con I have is the proc time. It actually takes a little bit of time to proc on and off, and you can get rocked if you don't do it in cover or out of a line of sight. Now, I understand they have to have a proc time for you to proc it on and for you to proc it off, because the proc time works as a bit of a balancer. You know what I'm saying? If you could just snap your fingers and turn it on and turn it off, man, that would be so unfair, and it wouldn't even give the opposition an opportunity to react. So I get it, I understand it from a game development standpoint, but man, how come I can't just snap my fingers and do it? I mean, come on now. And the last con I will talk about, at least in this video, is her perk list. Now, hold up. Don't get me wrong. Her perks are pretty solid from an aggressive standpoint with tracker rounds, life drain, and hunter, but something like helping hand or lifeline to not get fallen teammates back in a fight quickly just does not really resonate with me. I mean, I do get why, like it would be way too easy to go in Viz and get a res off, but still, I mean, come on. That's my one gripe with her, or I would say probably my one gripe that I understand, but I would really love if she had a perk like that, because I've always gravitated towards rogues that could be a bit more than a fragger for the team, and it could be a little challenging to be more than just a fragger with her, you know? It's totally doable, right? It's just you don't get those quick reses off, you know what I'm saying? You don't get the ability to quite help your team as much as you want. I mean, she does have tracker rounds, and that is useful to a degree, but you know, I'm all about resing and getting the whole team in the fight, and you can't really do that with her as effectively as you could with, of course, like a Sane or a Dahlia or whoever has helping hand or a lifeline. Overall, though, I really like her as a character. I really do. Like I say, she's a strong B character, and I think she's super fun to rock with, and it is so entertaining when you bamboozle people. When you pop around that corner, pop in Viz, and just stand still, and they run right by you. Oh my gosh, like it just does not get old to me. So I do enjoy her. I do think she does have a use. It's just a few things that I'm like, that I'm a little bit nitpicky about, you know? And pretty much to wrap things up, I have to ask myself this question: what does her skill set mean for the future of Rogue Company? And in all honesty, I think she is the tip of the iceberg for all types of creative rogues that they can possibly introduce in the future, right? Because again, even though her ability is as simplistic as going in Viz, right? Being able to pinpoint where enemies are via sound, right? Because she has the enhanced hearing. Still, the creative freedom that you have with her, I think we're going to start to see that more and more, right? I mean, if you think about the rogues that have dropped recently, like the last 2 or 3 rogues, don't quote me on this, but I know it's her, I believe Umbra and Switchblade in no particular order, right? Umbra, you can be creative with, right? With his spider ability, you can use it for recon, you can use it to attack somebody, you can use it a multitude of ways, right? Switchblade, I mean, don't even get me started on her. The things you can do with her is just ridiculous. So I think that as time goes on, they'll continue to be more and more creative with introducing these rogues, bringing in their particular skill sets, creating their tactical and passive abilities, so on and so forth. I think this is just the tip of the iceberg overall. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think about Glimpse so far? Are you rocking with her? Are you not rocking with her? Are you guys excited for the future of Rogue Company? Do you guys think they will continue to introduce crazy rogues like Glimpse and Switchblade and Umbra? I personally do, but I would love to hear what you guys got to say. Guys and gals, I should say. What you all got to say down in the comments below. It's been your boy Cray. I'm signing out. As I always say, stay humble, be blessed, and remain relentless. I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.